Hello. And yes, did take a short break for about I think 3 weeks, but I'm back. And today I'm doing what if Paraguay made a empire. So if you're into history, you'd probably know the story of how Paraguay declared war on Uruguay, Brazil, and Argentina when in probably I think it took place a century ago. I don't know. But if you don't know, basically Paraguay was I think had this border, and it was feeling kind of cocky, so it declared war on Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay, all of its neighbors, besides I think Bolivia, because at this time this little panhandle wasn't here, separating Paraguay from Uruguay that Argentina owns. But basically, 90% of Paraguay's male population died because mainly because of this big guy, Brazil. But yeah, today they're gonna take revenge, and who knows? And I'm gonna be, instead of buffing it, I'm just going to tell a quick alternative reason why they are getting so much more powerful. So what happened was, it's a normal day until some miners found a bunch of oil and a bunch of diamonds. So they make a lot of mines for those, and soon they start selling them everywhere. And it eventually makes the highest growing economy in all of the Americas. And they get a lot of military. Sorry. And now they kind of want the land back. So what they do is immediately they declare war on Bolivia. So we'll put a blue here. So yes, it's unrealistic, obviously. But let's just go with it. So immediately what we see is Paraguay making a huge land invasion here, and it goes very successfully. I have no idea where Bolivia's capital is, so yeah. Wait, let me just check real quick. I'll be right back. Let me just check. Okay, so I just checked at a globe, and the capital is right here, about there. So yeah, but the Paraguayans, I think that's what, I don't know, they keep pushing up, and the Bolivians do fight back a little bit in this western part, but in this eastern part they're having a field day Paraguay's having a field day, and they are taking a lot of land with the border of Bolivia and Brazil, and it's not looking good for Bolivia. So when about half of its land is taken, Bolivia, in some parts, Bolivia surrenders in a couple parts. So here, and basically here. So that, but they don't completely surrender. and they make a lot of advancements in the west, and soon they are circling all of the capital, and they connect with these surrendering parts, and they start to close in on this gap. So now Bolivians, all they have to get to for their capital is just this way, which is heavily guarded by Paraguay. And after a lot of battles, it falls down to the Paraguayans, and they start to circle into the capital until the capital falls and Bolivia surrenders. So let me just draw this, and I'll be right back with the peace treaty borders. And I'm back. And these are the new borders of Bolivia, Paraguay. So Bolivia gets to keep their capital land and land surrounding that, but that's about it. And Paraguay gets all this. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, I thought somebody's going in my room real quick. But anyways, after that, Paraguay is like really, really powerful. So what they do is they declare war on Chile. Chile. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, Chile. So, whoa. They do that, and what Chile does is they kind of, like, when they hear the news, instead of just straight going for Paraguay right here, they instead just decide to annex the rest of Bolivia just to give them more land and more fighting room, and make it less be able to flank from. And I think their capital is like right here in the middle. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Same thing for Bolivia. Same thing with all the capitals in this video. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But Paraguay starts to push in this side. Now obviously Chile is very, very mountainous, but I don't think their army is actually that good. But there's like a bunch of troops here, so with that they kind of cut off this area, and that's a big not good part. But there's still troops here, so now they're getting into the mountains, so it's a little harder going in. And we do see a pushback from the Chilean army, and it's pretty good, but still. But in the southern part of here, of the state that is now known as Bolivia, the state, since like all the troops are mainly in the north here, it's pretty easy for for Paraguay to just push in here. And now it's starting to get encircled, and they quickly take this part back, and it's not looking good for this area. But the battle that was fought like around here may like massacred like a bunch of, basically all of the Chilean troops, but also Paraguay is got like a bunch of their troops dead from that battle, so it is super tough going through here. And Chile is also kind of having a bad time with this, but they have a better pushback since they're more experienced with the mountains. But then Paraguay comes back in this area, and a quick bombing falls over like this area. So now there's like a bunch of military camps in this area, and slowly it starts to form together in this one huge military camp. And with that, it's way easier to push through. So they built a military camp in Chile, and yeah, not looking good for Chile. So after Chile's capital is taken, Chile decides to make a peace treaty with Paraguay. Oh my god, how many times have I said Chile? So basically, I don't really need to pause for this one since, yeah, what the peace treaty is it's this. So Paraguay takes like a huge chunk of Chile. Mainly, it's honestly pretty good since like it's mainly like fields, I think, and like sort of in the center of in Chile is where the mountains are, like where the capital is. So yeah, Chile is pretty weak right now, and Paraguay is very, very strong. And now they're kind of in an A shape. And with that, they declare war. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that Paraguay annexed all of the state of Bolivia. But anyways, what they do is honestly surprising. They declare war on our Peru. Now, I think Peru's capital is like here, or like here. So yeah, if Paraguay just makes it like just to here, then they get a huge advantage. So Paraguayan troops are ready for action, and they start pushing into Peru. But the thing is that Peru may seem very strong, which they are pretty decently. But if you haven't heard the news, like there's a huge there's like a lot of rebellions in the capital. So I'm just gonna write a couple of these. That's another rebellions. So yeah, there's a lot of rebellions going on, and with that, since all the troops are mainly like surrounding the capital, Paraguay has ease taking all this land, and it's gonna be kind of tough going into the capital. But yeah, they're surrounding Peru and surround Peru's capital. They do. So it's a tough fight, like really tough. And Peru actually wins this battle. And guess how much land they win? About that much. So after that, Paraguay just kind of takes it, and they take this small military base. It's a little harder since it's a pretty strong military base, but they take it with ease though. And capital battle, Paraguay starts to push in, and some rebellions and stuff. And you only get a short battle for it. But yeah, Paraguay. Jeez, dude. You're going crazy. You're crazy. And with that, Paraguay decides to make a peace treaty, and they get to decide what they want. So it's kind of like that. And without Peru's capital, it's like kind of okay. You know what? We don't even have a capital. Just take us. We'd rather be annexed than have even more rebellions and stuff. So I'd say probably the most rebellious area is like in Chile. The least, it might be either in Paraguay or in Peru. I'd say Paraguay though, like main Paraguay. Which all of this is Paraguay. But now, big thing happens. Paraguay might have just started a big war against them, since all these South American countries, they're scared. When Paraguay asks, "Hey, Argentina, give us the panhandle or we'll declare war on you," Argentina, which is like not as way less strong than Paraguay in this timeline. Well, not now, but like, this timeline. They agree, and Uruguay is freaking scared, like super scared, and they should be, because the entire point of getting the panhandle was that they could annex all of Uruguay, so they get access to the Pacific, but also the Atlantic. And Uruguay, it's not that strong. It's very small. So especially compared to Paraguay's right now. So yeah, they kind of just take it with ease. But after that, like, all of this is Paraguay. And obviously, Chile and Argentina are kind of scared. So what they do is they both team up to take down, or at least try to take down, Paraguay, which will be not easy, to say the least. So these, I don't think that Chile and Argentina have that big of a friendship. Like, I guess they, like, really don't have that big of a friendship, but like, in times of this, they're willing to team up. That could be totally wrong. I have no idea. But right now, it's gonna be big. So a lot of the troops are here. So they're sending troops here to take this part and stuff. But Colombia joins in, and that leads America to It leads Venezuela to join in, and then with that, it's kind of starting a huge war in South America. It's kind of like my all-out war in South America. And with that, a strong Brazil joins in, and they're ready to fight. So Paraguay is surrounded on all sides, and France and the UK. I'll just grab this. They join in, but actually they don't. Well, the UK is kind of on neither of the sides, since their good buddy France, which also their rival, is on blue team. But also, guess who else is on blue team? Argentina. They don't like Argentina. So yeah, it's kind of mixed feelings for UK. But when this happens, Suriname joins in on the blue team, and Guyana joins in on purple with the Brits, and Trinidad and Tobago, they're also joining in on purple. So yeah, this is fit for an all-out war, and I'm gonna see what the smell is. It smells like shrimp. I have no idea what is in the kitchen, but I'll be right back. So it turns out my dad's making tacos, and it smelled like shrimp, so I saw what was going on. So yeah. But anyways, back to this. So the blue team is kind of starting to wear down this invasion, and soon big bad Paraguay comes, and it's definitely big, and it's definitely bad, and it's breaking bad. So yeah, boom. This invasion's gone. So plan B. Just try to stall out until Brazil finally wakes up. So that's Argentina and Chile's plan. But Paraguay has different plans, and their plan is to kill everyone. So, yeah. Huge advancements into Argentina. I don't think Argentina is as mountainous. I think on like the western side it's mountainous. Not sure on the eastern side. I don't think it's that mountainous on the eastern side. But once Paraguay gets to like around here, that's when their economy grows like a lot. Because they've kind of just been sticking with their troops for a long time, but now they're able to buy a lot bigger and better troops. So that's what they do. And when they build that, money, money, money. Murdering a lot of people in Argentina. And soon, the Germans are kicked out of their mainland. Overseas land. So even take this little strip, and with that, the only target left is Chile here. But Chile goes, wait. I'm gonna surrender. So they immediately surrender once they see that their best buddy in quotes, like a lot of quotes, like quote unquote, 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 best buddy. So BB gun. And then quote, 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 quote. Oh my god, Argentina's dead. So yeah. Best buddy is gone. They don't really know how to feel Chile. They're kind of scared, probably, since this huge freaking empire that came out from nowhere is starting to take everybody over, and you have already been invaded by them, so you don't want that horrible stuff happen again to you. And when that happens, it's basically the fall of Venezuela. So Venezuela's gone. I think everybody expected that. So, honestly, Paraguay has a lot to thank for Venezuela, since they were kind of stalling out, to be honest. When Argentina and Chile had their plan B to wait for just to stall war until Brazil comes, and they could do like some Operation Overlord type stuff thing for Paraguay. And they wait until Brazil wakes up, and turns out Brazil was already wide awake. It's just that Venezuela was stalling. They were stalling the war also, so Paraguay could take over Argentina and Chile, which it only took over one, but that's all it needed. And then with that, it could take over Brazil with its mass amount of money, and yeah, that happens. But before they do that, they kind of want to get Venezuela back. So the fastest way they know how to do that is invade Colombia, since Colombia's league's weaker than Brazil. So it's going to be faster. And it's true, and yes, Venezuela is revived. Let's go. But bad news. When I said I was joking about something very important to this video, and I said, just kidding, I wasn't actually just kidding. Because if you remember, when Colombia joined in this war, I said, now America is going to join, and I said, just kidding, and now I'm not kidding. America is right here, knock knock, bang bang doo doo. So before they make a military base in the Caribbean, and Venezuela quickly takes out French Guiana and stuff, these three, but it kind of sucks. Well, it's horrible. Venezuela is about to die anyways, because with the help of Paraguay, they take over all this stuff. But also, guess what? Most of them are allies too. France and the United Kingdom. So right now, it's basically Brazil, America, France, United Kingdom versus Paraguay and Venezuela with a lot of land. So a lot, like all of the countries that Paraguay and Venezuela are versing are in the top 10 strongest countries, at least of right now, and like modern day right now. And Paraguay, yes, is super strong, but Paraguay also has a plan. So, the United Kingdom is super far away from the Falklands, and every other landing place besides like the Caribbean place is no-go since they're being protected by the red team. And you might think, oh, well, why not just go to Brazil? Brazil is like only this coast is strong, is like flat. The other part is literally just a rainforest. So you can't go this way, you can't go this way, you can't go this way. The only way you could go for the blue team is going like this, or if they go into the Caribbean, like this. But like I said, it's heavily protected here. So yeah. And also, there's a bunch of people here, because, spoiler alert, Paraguay is preparing like a lot to invade Brazil. And Guyana is also being prepared to invade Brazil. So this is the only place, and Paraguay is sailing there, and they take over the biggest island and the smallest island. So now, yeah, it's might be game over for blue team. But I do want to make this video interesting. Well, honestly, in my opinion, I think it's still interesting. But what's happening is all the troops, like America, France, United Kingdom, and Brazil, they're all on this coast. So basically, they're just kind of letting the red team take over all of the rainforest, which, it's kind of too late for them to realize that the rainforest is actually kind of filled with materials and resources. So that's a huge L of the many. That's like one of the second. That's like might be the first or second biggest L that the blue team has taken, because now the enemy team has a bunch of resources, and like these places also have a lot of resources. Oh my god, resources. So yeah, it's okay. So it's kind of like a tie right now for strength, but it's a little over to the power scale is a little over to Paraguay's team, the red team. And when this happens, Operation Protection starts, or Operation Last Stronghold starts. So they make this way from the state of Uruguay, and they go from here from the state of Guyana, and it's slowly going in to this one last stronghold, filled to the brim with super powerful troops. But at this point, it's kind of too late, because bloody battle, like super bloody battle, happens. And I'm gonna do a little scene at the very end of this video where it's about to become, but spoiler alert, it's gone. And spoiler again, Yeah, Chile is also gone. This video is insane. So now all of South America is red. But that's not the end of the story. Since I'm probably gonna make like a part 2 of this. Probably. Because there's a lot of story in this and it's still not finished. Because Paraguay is very greedy after they just wiped out South America with the help of Venezuela. And now Venezuela is getting super powerful. But I'm just saying, Venezuela, the new borders is this. So wait, that's bad. It's this. So Venezuela gets like half of the continent, and the other half goes to Paraguay. So right now Paraguay has the upper hand. But later in the peace treaty, they decide Paraguay has way too much land, so they just let Venezuela take that, and Paraguay take all of this, and the Falklands included. But something big happens. Venezuela turns to the blue side. Yeah, told you this video was insane. So yeah, I'm going to leave this. I'm gonna leave this on a cliffhanger. And I'll see you in part 2. And I'm gonna, just as a heads up, I'm going to, as like a prize for this video, for making it to the end of the video, which I don't think anybody on this place has. Well, not place, but like on this channel has. You get a prize for being special and being the first one, probably. You get to know about what's happening. So I'm going to be making a video right after this. By the way, the capitals are like right here. So yeah, capital time. I'm going to be making a video right after this about the fight in like that little stronghold of Brazil and stuff. So it's Paraguay and Venezuela against America, Brazil, UK, and France in that stronghold. Like right here, I'm gonna be making the video of how that battle turned out. And but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's honestly very fun to make these types of videos. And I just want to say thank you to Addis Pro for giving me the inspiration of the Empire videos. I only made 2, but as Addis Pro, who I honestly watch a lot, and I've been and he has like 100,000 subscribers. It's very cool. He also makes videos like these, but like a little more simplified. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and bye.